Hi YouTube, I'm back and sooner than I thought I would be. I say that because my video making is very spaced out because for some reason it's really hard for me to make these videos, but I always get drawn back to doing it because I'm just tired of being a shut-in all the time, you know? It's tiring being so afraid to shine, I think. So I will keep trying to make these. I've moved to a new space. This is my new room. Me and my boyfriend are still painting it, so there's paint missing there from the wall. Sorry about that. This is like the third time I'm trying to make this because it's just so difficult for some reason. Like, I'm supposed to just have fun with it, but every time I try to have fun with it, it's just, I have a very serious side to me that comes out more often than not. So, I was gonna read about Saturn retrograde, but when I tried to read about it and I pulled cards, they didn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna go in and do a general and see if that helps without any questions in mind. And as always, this is a collective reading. So whoever's watching this, it's meant for you, and it's also meant for me because I'm part of the collective. So let's see what insight or guidance we need for today. Maybe I can make another video separate about Saturn retrograde because I'm a fan of astrology and I think that's one of the most interesting transits. All right, what insight do we need for today? Boom. Nine of Pentacles, the Sun, Two of Wands. I keep getting that one in my own readings. Ten of Swords. Ooh, interesting. So there's a lot of light trying to come in, and it just feels like there's a bunch of holes being poked, like on all layers of existence, emotional, mental, spiritual, maybe physical, and it just feels like these holes are being poked into us so that more light can come in. It's a weird thing to say, but it's just immediately what I got when I saw these because these are so happy. And then you have this really somber. Nobody wants to see that card, right? So this is a really important time to remember that the things that happen are so that we can grow and get better instead of being completely stagnant and holding on to things that are gonna block us from the things we can't even see that'll make us happy. It's those surprising pieces of happiness that come to us when we let go. So there's a lot about being emotionally surprised. Like, say you're really desperate for something and you're holding on to it with all of your ability, and then there comes a day when you wake up and you realize it's not even anywhere near, you're nowhere near it, you're not gonna, you know, take steps closer to it because there's things that are preventing it. And the message that I'm getting is that that's for a reason, because we can't even conceive of our whole picture of happiness. The Sun is a really big major card for fulfillment and happiness. And I just keep getting that these somewhat, well, not somewhat, they are kind of dark, but these seemingly dark surprises that keep popping up are for a reason, and it's so that we can be happy later on. So any of you who's watching this, if you keep getting if you keep getting darkly surprised by events that hurt you, it's sort of poking holes into you so that the light can come through. You know, it's a really weird thing that I'm seeing, but it's like, I can't even come up with an analogy. It's just so weird. Like, I don't know. I can't come up with an analogy. I usually am really good at that. But just imagine that you're holding on to things that are blocking the light, the future light. This is all about the future. It's all about being excited for what's coming, even if it feels really, really grim. So just remember that you don't have to picture what happiness means in the current moment because it's being arranged. Like, there's no need to stress out and constantly control things in order for a picture of happiness to be created, because it's already being created. And just leave room for surprise, I think. I mean, I think that's pretty much it. It's short, but it's a good start for me to come back and hopefully keep doing these. I don't know, like, my attention span is not the best. It's quite goldfish-esque. But let's see if there's anything else we need to look into. Because so far it's all about happiness and how we can't see it with our eyes all the time. You know, it's like when you're trying to sit down and draw a map of the entire world, you just can't do it. It's not going to be accurate. You're not going to see all the little tiny crevices and alleyways that people have built. There's just no way to conceive of it. That's what I'm getting. And it's kind of cool, because I haven't even thought about this. Like, yeah, it's one thing to sit around and try really hard to be grateful. That works for a lot of people, but it's harder than it seems for most of us. Like, gratitude isn't very easy, especially if you want to be authentic. So maybe what we need to do is let the little holes be poked so that the light can just come in and illuminate things that we would have missed otherwise. But I'm gonna pull a couple more. So what else is there to this message? I got, ooh, 8 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, this is very much about, it just feels like we don't need to chase anything right now. Like, maybe being sort of blind can be good. Like, I've never seen this card as positive, ever. And maybe that's because I've never tried. Let's get a clarifier on it. I love clarifiers. Clarify the 8 of Swords. Oh, that's not good. The Devil, being in control. Maybe that's it. We don't need to be in control. I just really don't feel like reading into this with a crappy perspective. I want to be positive about it for some reason. That's just my instinct. We don't need to be in control. We don't need to hold the torch. We can throw the torch to the side for now because the light is coming to us. I know that most of the time I believe we are the light, but like right now it just seems like we need to let the light come to us so that we can build, you know, a more detailed future. So no more chasing. Take a break from chasing if you see it, whoever sees this, I don't know. that concludes this reading, I think. I think 10 minutes of me talking is enough. Yeah, I hope everyone who sees this has a good one, and I'll probably be back. So, bye.